Yona is a princess who spends her life cloistered behind the walls of the palace, living as the sheltered only princess of her father, the emperor. Her life is the lap of luxury, affording her days where the most that she ever has to concern herself with is how her hair looks in front of her crush, and how to get back at her main bodyguard, who also happens to be her best friend and likes to tease her. Her father has kept her in isolation because he knows just how dangerous the world can be. Even as a pacifist, we see, even early on, that the emperor understands just how perilous pursuing pacifism can be, including alienating factions of your own subjects who believe maintaining a strong army is what ultimately leads to stability and security. It is that very tension which leads the militant faction of the government to stage a coup d'etat through the previously mentioned crush of Yona, who, as a semi distant relative of royal lineage, has his own potential claim to the throne. It is this very crush that kills the Emperor, something that Yona herself walks in on to witness. She is only saved by luck, bravery, and the lingering feelings that her crush has for her. She now is left a fugitive in her own land, hunted by her own people, with her only loyal bodyguard left to defend her. Luckily for her, he is a martial prodigy who is likely the best fighter in the land. On the run, they start to see the true nature and health of their kingdom, including how over the years much of it has fallen into decline and poverty. It is then that our two heroes must confront their destiny. Should they seek revenge on the friend that betrayed them, or build the nation that they love from the ground up to ease everyone's suffering? Well, that is what the story of Yona of the Dawn is ultimately about. I can take myself right back to how I was when I started this manga, thinking I knew exactly where the story could possibly be headed. But oh, that view changed as I continued reading the story. Yona of the Dawn is a story that is simply too hard to put down once you get started with it, carrying all that is good about shoujo manga and mixing it with action and fantasy out the wazoo. Yona's character is fantastic, and watching her grow is something well worth doing. I can't say much more about this series without truly going into spoiler territory, and I've already been flirting with spoilers beyond chapter 1 up to this point. Pick up this series, it is truly worth it. Be on the lookout for my longer spoiler filled review of this series, as I definitely want to take my time discussing what makes this series so good. Thanks.